Connecticut's #1 local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Good morning, everyone. It's 7 a.m. and I'm Wendell Edwards. We're on top of several stories on this Thursday. The foreign ministers for Ukraine and Russia are meeting in Turkey today. It's the highest level peace talks since the invasion began. But analysts expect little to come from it as Russia ramps up its aggression. Channel 3's Laura Podesta has details on a strike on a hospital and new concerns Russia could introduce chemical weapons into this conflict.
A maternity hospital in the besieged port city of Mariupol became the latest civilian target hit by Russian forces. The magnitude of the blast evident by the size of this crater. Soldiers and rescue workers rushed to transport pregnant women away from the devastation. Ukraine's president called the strike a war crime.
It is horrifying to see the type of the barbaric use of military force to go after innocent civilians.
The White House is now warning the Kremlin might be planning to use biological or chemical warfare to create a false flag operation to then blame on Ukraine and the U.S. Ukrainian officials, meantime, are sounding the alarm on the captured Chernobyl nuclear power plant, warning it's been disconnected from the power grid. The International Atomic Energy Agency says there has been no critical impact. Nuclear power experts insist the risk of a radiation leak is extremely low.
Now, these reactors have been turned off for a long time. So they have cooled down. The residual radiation, the residual heat that's generated has decayed away. And as a consequence of that, the reactors are no longer in danger of melting down.
This all comes as Russia struggles to make ground. A U.S. official estimates 5,000 to 6,000 Russian soldiers may have died in the first 2 weeks of battle, though caution those numbers are difficult to verify. Laura Podesta, CBS News.
Today, a truckload of supplies from our ThreeCares event headed down to New Jersey now, and those supplies will then be put on a plane and sent to Ukrainian refugees who fled their homes amid this war. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter RJ Russo explains why this delivery and its driver are so special.
At 7:30 this morning, the caring spirit of Connecticut, in the form of a truckload of supplies, will begin the first leg of its journey to Ukrainian refugees. Our ThreeCares donation drive brought in boxes of food, clothes, and medical supplies in both Hartford and New Haven, and it was a tall order to package everything up. To get to Ukrainians fleeing the Russian invasion of their country, the supplies need to be transported to New Jersey. Making the drive is Dmytro Gul, who's from Ukraine himself and still has family in the country.
I'm actually doing it for free. I'm not taking any money for fuel, nothing. I'm doing it on my own, and hopefully it will save some lives.
That was Audrey Russo reporting. So we can also tell you as the war in Ukraine enters its 15th day, gas prices continue to skyrocket. Just minutes ago, the new numbers came in this morning. The average price now for a gallon of regular here in Connecticut hit $4.47 this morning. Again, a new record. The national average is $4.31 a gallon. Why does Connecticut have one of the highest average prices in the country? One of the reasons? We don't have many refineries on the East Coast, so most of our gas is shipped from the Midwest. Keep in mind, the top of the 18-cent federal taxes, Connecticut adds another 35 cents per gallon. Our state also requires additives to reduce emissions.
7:03. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Our Doppler scans to say dry after some snowfall yesterday. We picked up anywhere from dusting in parts of New Haven to 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches, even 5 inches in parts of northwest Connecticut. So be careful underfoot and under tire this morning. There are going to be some icy spots out there on untreated surfaces. Take a look at our Doppler. It's scanning the state dry. Visibility is poor in parts of the state. Willimantic, you're at Goose Eggs, 1/10 of a mile in Waterbury. But Brainerd, you're improving. You went from 2 to 4. And Groton, you certainly have improved from about a mile and 3/4 to 10. So that's some good news. All right, our beautiful iCam show golden sunshine out there this morning. Hartford, 28 degrees. We've got a beautiful iCam for you in Middletown as well. You'll see a little bit of fog draped across the landscape, though, on the Connecticut River. So that's what I'm cautioning you about. Just be careful out there. And it's just a snow globe in stores. Just absolutely beautiful this morning with all the snow sticking to the trees. Now, a lot of this is going to be melting away today as the temperatures are expected to climb into the upper 40s and low 50s. And there's Old Saybrook, the camera that never disappoints. Not a lot of wind out there this morning. Temperatures range between about 25 and 33. You've got 25 in Willimantic to 33 in Danbury, so a pretty tight temperature gradient this morning. We're pretty close to where we should be for this time of morning and this time of year. We are a little bit cooler than yesterday. You certainly need a jacket out there this morning. But as the day wears on, maybe just a heavy sweatshirt as we are expecting those temperatures to climb into the low 50s today. The winds are calm, so not a lot of wind chill out there this morning. Here's the breakdown hour by hour. 50 degrees by 3 p.m. under partly sunny skies. Here comes the shoreline. 50 degrees by 2 p.m. under partly to mostly sunny skies. That's a good looking forecast. Satellite and radar confirms we've got mostly sunny skies out there for you this morning, but a couple of clouds will trickle in by later on this afternoon through early this evening. Here they come. This is 2 p.m. Some cloud coverage around 5 p.m. And then this evening it's partly cloudy. Another chilly night with some fog resulting into tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow during the day, partly to mostly cloudy, and we're getting ready for another storm system that rolls in Saturday morning. Saturday, not looking like a good day. Here's Friday night. We're good. Saturday morning, around 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, we start to see some rain developing. It pours in the state late morning into the early afternoon, and then we start to see a transition as the temperatures plummet. We start to see a mix through central Connecticut and even some snow on the back edge of the system. We're not looking like we're going to see a lot of accumulating snow, but there could be 2 to 3 inches in parts of northwest Connecticut. Here we go with the bands. You can see the darker blues indicating the higher amounts, and that'll be, 2 to 3 inches in parts of northern Litchfield County, lighter amounts as you work towards the south and the east. So keep that in mind. That's the tail end of the system on Saturday. Daytime highs today climb into the upper 40s, low 50s. Sun and clouds. It'll be milder today. Partly cloudy, chilly night tonight, but nothing we can't withstand. And then your 7-day forecast includes 52 tomorrow, 49 on Saturday. Rain and wind changing over to snow. Ugh, not a good day on Saturday. Sunday looks better, but chilly. 37 degrees with breezy conditions. That breeze will make 37 feel like it's in the upper teens and low to mid 20s. So bundle up if you're heading to the parades. 53, 55, 50, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Those temperatures are looking good. 7:07. Wendell, we'll send it back to you.
Scott, thank you. New this morning, help for Ukraine from U.S. lawmakers is now headed to the U.S. Senate. The House of Representatives passed a $13.6 billion emergency aid bill for Ukraine last night. The money for Ukraine is set aside for defense, economic assistance, and humanitarian aid. There's also $4 billion to help refugees, as well as provisions to enforce sanctions against Russia. In addition to demonstrating support for Ukraine, the House also passed a stopgap bill to extend government funding through Tuesday. More companies are pulling out of Russia. Hyatt and Hilton suspended development there, and Sony halted its shipments. The Kremlin is accusing the U.S. of economic warfare. We thank you so much for tuning in to Eyewitness News on this Thursday. Remember, you can get news and weather updates anytime on the Channel 3 app. Again, we leave you with a beautiful shot of the sun this morning. Have a great day.